Heroclix Tournament suggestion setup and giveaway coming right up. Hey, welcome back! If you're new to the channel and you want to not only perplex up your Heroclix IQ, but outwit the competition, make sure to Hulk smash that subscribe button and also the little bell notification so that you're sure to not miss anything. Alright, ladies and gents, so if you haven't noticed on the subscriber counter, we are at 1,100 subscribers. So first of all, I want to thank everybody that's a subscriber already and welcome any new people. But to celebrate, we are doing a giveaway, and this giveaway is going to be for this Green Ranger pop vinyl. I got this recently, thought you guys might like it as a giveaway. So there's going to be 3 different parts to entering, plus a stretch goal where there's going to be an extra something to give away. So make sure to watch the entire video, get each part, because I don't want anybody to miss out on this, because this is a really cool giveaway. Alright, so if you remember a little bit ago, maybe a month or 2 ago, I had a video about Heroclix and why it doesn't grow as a game, because it really should. It's the only superhero miniatures game on the market right now. There's nothing else, and there's only 2 other superheroes games on the market right now, one of which WizKids also owns that one. So it should be a bigger game than it is, and one of the big reasons that it doesn't grow as a game, at least in my opinion, is that the figures don't maintain their value, and part of the reason for that is because once they go to Golden Age, there's no major tournaments to support them, and Golden Age is this huge thing where really the only thing that competes in Golden Age is whatever the newest stuff was that rotated out. It's never, hardly ever the older stuff. So we're going to go ahead and talk about ways to bring that older stuff back to the forefront, and also some of the common and uncommon figures to help bring more value to those, so that your brick of Heroclix is worth more, which is going to help bring more people into the game, because they know that if they buy sealed product, and let's say they pay $12 for the booster, they know that they're going to get at least $12 worth of product out of that booster, whereas right now it's kind of a little iffy if that's going to happen or not. Alright, so part 1 of the giveaway for this is going to be, you just have to be a subscriber and turn on your notifications. It's that easy, guys. That's part 1. We got 2 more parts and a stretch goal coming up. Keep watching the video. You're doing good. Alright, so the first thing we're going to talk about is ages. Or if you play Magic the Gathering, they do them in blocks. They have like a bunch of the same themed card sets all around the same time. But in Heroclix, they haven't really done that yet, although if they're going to switch to this style of format that I'm going to introduce, they're probably going to want to start doing that. But for right now, we're going to refer to them as ages, but it's really more of a block thing. So what my suggestion is that we take everything that occurred within a 2-year time frame, which is the typical time something is in Modern, and we put that in a block together and make that an age. So right now we have Modern, and then all I did is I really took I just took some of the comic book vernacular to come up with these ages. You guys go ahead in the comments below, post which you would list the ages as, but this is what I have. So first we'd have Modern, which is just like we have right now, everything that's basically 2 years or less old, except for LEs and con exclusives. Then I would have 10, which is anything 2 years and 1 day to 4 years old. Then I would have Copper, which is 4 to 6, keep going back. Then we would have Bronze, Silver, Gold, Platinum, and Diamond. And Diamond would be the first 2 years that Heroclix has been in existence. And then all we would do is just add a medal or something right before 10, but after Modern, for that next 2-year block that gets retired, using our current vernacular. So if you wanted to play something with the first 2 years worth of Heroclix, that would be a Diamond Age tournament, which would be really cool. Now, I wouldn't really at this time recommend crossing ages, because you run into a lot of things, and it ends up that you're going to ban a lot of figures because some things don't really jive with each other. It's better off just to keep them separate, but there are some things that I'm going to suggest to break it down even further, so that we're expanding the figure base that we're pulling from for teams. Part 2 of this giveaway, if you want this Green Ranger pop vinyl, is commenting on this video what your favorite comic book is that you're currently reading and why. If you're not currently reading a comic book, just post your all-time favorite and why that's your all-time favorite in the comments below this video. Alright, so the next thing we're going to talk about is a way to get some of those more inexpensive figures into the limelight, because I don't know about you guys, but whenever I've played Heroclix for I don't know, I've been playing it for like over 10 years now. I noticed that a lot of super rares and better tend to be what gets on these competitive teams, and that kind of hurts the value on what you're pulling. So my suggestion is to also, in addition to the ages, break it down so that each individual rarity gets its limelight. So what I would do is I would have henchman level, which are commons and rookies. For the old sets, rookies was a thing, the yellow ring bases. Then for the next level, I would have sidekicks, which are uncommons and experience figures, the old blue rings. Then I would have the hero level, which are rares, and the old veterans, which are the red rings. Alright, the villain level would be super rares and the old unique figures. The new unique figures have the silver ring plus a rarity associated with them. The old uniques used to be super rares, so we're putting the old unique figures in with the super rares for this one. Then the last level we have is going to be multiverse, which is your chases, your LEs, your convention exclusives, stuff like that is going to be at this multiverse level. Now, if you guys don't like these terms I'm coming up with, again, make your own. These are just my suggestions to get the conversation started. So go ahead in the comments below, put what your suggestion would be for the different rarity levels. But something else that I had in here was putting the word super on at the beginning of anything to indicate that it's that rarity level down. So if I wanted to have a super rare on down tournament, I would say it is a super villain tournament modern age. So it's anything in the last 2 years, super rare on down. So that means no chases, no LEs, no con exclusives, things like that. Alright guys, so the third part of entering this giveaway for this Green Ranger Pop Vinyl is an easy one. You just got to thumbs up the video. That's easy, right? And go ahead, keep watching the video, stick with it, because we're going to be getting to the stretch goal and what the coolness that is coming right up. Alright, so the last part of this is, with everything broken down, there are going to need to be certain ban lists for certain formats. People that are actually a little bit better than me are going to need to come up with that. I'm pretty good, but in order to do this, there's going to be ban lists, and there's going to have to be a fluctuating ban list. And something that's banned for one format might not be banned for another format because it's not quite as egregious once you throw in some other figures or stuff like that. But I wouldn't cross ages, because the ban list, once I started thinking about it, grows almost exponentially once you start crossing ages. And I know a big thing that some people are going to say during this video is, like, you know, if a tournament is Diamond Age and I'm new to the game and I don't have anything from the first 2 or 3 years of Heroclix, I'm not going to play. Well, I wouldn't suggest playing all just one of these, or, you know, all just one rarity level. I'd suggest mixing and matching. I would suggest, though, that if you know, WizKids wants to use this, or the ROC wants to use this, that's perfectly fine. You don't have to compensate me for it or anything, but if you have any questions, go ahead and send me an email. There's an email on the YouTube page. Be more than happy to help you guys out. But I would have an official tournament, at least at Worlds and at ROC Worlds, with something for a world champion at each of these levels, because if you don't have that, then the level's not really legitimate and it's never going to catch on. It's just going to be something that some people do, and it's going to be almost like a homebrew thing and not worth doing at all. And again, we're trying to grow the game. We're trying to entice more people, because, you know, some people can't afford, you know, $100 or $200 chase, and that's fine, but they still want to play competitively and stuff like that. So maybe they can afford, you know, some commons and uncommons and play sort of like a pauper league. So these are just my brief suggestions on how to do the ages and the rarity level tournaments. Alright guys, so we're to the stretch goal. You guys made it most of the way through the video, so thank you for that. So in addition to giving out this Green Ranger Pop Vinyl, if we have 200 or more shares on this video, there'll be a second winner drawn that will get this Toys R Us exclusive Gwenpool Pop Vinyl. So go ahead and get those shares out there, and let's get this thing rocking. Alright, so again, this is just to get the conversation started. I know a lot of people talk about stuff like this, but they don't really give specifics, so I was trying to be as specific as I can while keeping the video fairly brief. So if you guys have a question about how I think something would work, or a suggestion on how something should work, feel free, and please do, put that in the comments below because I really want to get this stuff started. I want Heroclix to grow. It should be huge, guys. This is a great game. That's all I have for you today. As always, please remember that it's only critical miss if you don't have probability control.